Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, this one right here is still dealing with your boy Duke the Jeweler out of Chicago, man. But this one's pertaining to his cousin Mando G. So Mando G was informed through a DM to pay 2 M's, that he and the family or the family had to pay 2 M's for the customized chain charm jewelry collection that Duke had made prior to his untimely demise. Now again, if y'all not familiar with the story, man, one of not too many black jewelers was sent up in H-Town, man, going to a concert, you know what I'm saying, with some rappers and some other guys who was in entertainment as well. We also have knowledge that yes, Duke was at a dice game, again with some guys with money and some people who had allegedly been watching him the whole time he had landed in Houston. You understand? Because they knew he was coming with that bag of jewelry, you feel me? The family, you know, they spoke on it. They had to take a flight out to H-Town to observe that, yeah, that was Duke that was sent up. And not only that, you know what I'm saying, they had to make a report based on the jewelry that was missing and all that, right? Back to the story at hand. So Mando G, one of the many cousins of Duke, speaks on the struggle the fam is going through at this point in time pertaining to Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. Mando G states the fam is on HPD every day, seeing if they discover anything new pertaining to the evidence, fingerprints, jewelry coming up, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to know what happened to their family, you understand? Because this is something that they have to let Duke's son know. Again, that he had took a trip out to Houston and he ain't come back. I'm telling y'all, man, the son is going to ask questions every year pertaining to why did this happen to his father, you feel me? Now, Mando G did acknowledge that he and Duke's brother Stacks got a message pertaining to the missing jewelry. One saying in the message, if you want the jewelry, come off the 2 M's. All right, the 2 M's meaning $2 million. Mando G stated he did inform HPD about the messages Duke's fam had been receiving pertaining to the missing jewelry. Again, based on that, they gotta be patient and see what HPD is able to come up through their investigative works. Now, I know we all want justice for Duke and his family, but we have to understand patience because his family has the money and resources to eventually get the answers they looking for in time, okay? In time. Now, Duke, they even acknowledged, yes, we all see that Duke will be loved and missed by many, okay? As always, let's first pay our respects and say rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in Chicago. Y'all keep y'all head up, man. Now, Mando G, Duke's cousin, says the most affected by Duke's untimely demise is his son. He looked up to Duke as the stand-up man he was and truly admired his pops for everything he did. Raising him, investing in the company, you know what I'm saying? Always being respected, you know what I'm saying, from his peers and elder people. You know what I'm saying? This is something that Duke's son has seen with his own eyes. And like I said, man, it's a messed up situation now that he has to grow up. He has to mature without his father being there to help guide him through life as he has questions pertaining to him growing and developing and maturing in life. You understand? So again, this whole situation is messed up, especially when we speaking on somebody that didn't cause harm to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He was a businessman. He provided, he protected, he did all the things that a man is supposed to do for his family. And this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? But hey, check this out, man. Duke did not only invest in customized jewelry, he was also deep in real estate and would aid families that was in need of food and shelter. All right. Duke's Contractors has remodeled over 10 homes and has worked with programs that will pay families rent for up to a year. All the families he helped want answers as well. The type of business that he was in and the type of stand-up man he was in, parents that raised him would not allow him to be a goofy out here. You feel me? So based on top of that, man, that's the reason why you have a lot of people that's connected to Duke, his family, whether they street, whether they business guys, they want answers, man. They want them ASAP. So Duke's cousin Mando G says he was supposed to catch a flight back to the city, back to Chicago Monday evening after his jewelry business meeting that morning. Like I told y'all before, that's the reason why Duke the Jeweler had bought the Louis Vuitton bag with the extra jewelry in it because he was going to show other business partners what he had customized. You understand? And they could also exchange ideas. Now, Duke, he been doing this for about the past 5-6 years straight. Not only in H-Town that he been doing business in, but other states as well. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. Now, Mando G says he been hearing some folks mention Duke participated in shooting dice with Boosie and J.Prince Jr. He say trust him. The fam been spoke to those guys already. They been spoke to Boosie and J.Prince Jr. Like I told y'all before, man, when they let the GDs in the door. But he did acknowledge the fact that Duke was a dice shooter, man. That Duke, that was his pastime. You understand? Duke had shot dice with some very popular rappers out of Detroit, out of Atlanta, and H-Town. Now, those were actually the places that I just mentioned where Duke also had business ventures there in those cities pertaining to the jewelry industry. So again, the cities I just mentioned, Detroit, Atlanta, and H-Town, Houston, those were the cities that Duke the Jeweler went frequently pertaining to the jewelry industry. You know what I'm saying? Exchanging business ventures and ideas. You understand? And those cities, Detroit, Atlanta, and H-Town, that's the reason why he was in Houston. That was one of the reasons. Again, we know he was there based on the concert. He was also there based on the business deal, okay? Now, Mando G also speaks on Duke being a very influential relative. He helped out Mando G get into the jewelry business, taught him everything he needed to know. Taught him everything he needed to know about buying raw material, such as diamonds, gold, platinum, selling jewelry, meeting people, shaking hands, making deals, and eating meals. You know what I'm saying? That's everything that Duke had taught Mando G, his cousin, pertaining to how to sustain in the jewelry business. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to step on toes. You don't want to seem like you the biggest guy in town, but you do want to stamp your mark. You feel me? Now, Mando G, Duke cousin, witnessed firsthand Duke invest in the family jewelry business right along with his brother Stacks. Now, Mando G just kept saying he wasn't a bad guy. Never messed over nobody based on the money or jewelry. Never got any complaints. You know what I'm saying? He was a stand-up guy. Now, people keep saying he shouldn't have been wearing all that jewelry. That's the reason why he was sent up. My opinion is, I say he should still be here no matter what. You know what I'm saying? They could still rob him, get the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, get whatever they need to get and get up out of there. They ain't had to send a man up is all I'm saying. That's real talk. That mean the person who sent them up, that mean he probably recognized them. He probably noticed them from before, either from the dice game or from previous occasions. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, like I told y'all before, man, guys with money, they gonna tend to be in the same building. You understand? So yeah, man, there it is, man. You got Mando G, whom is Duke cousin, learned a lot from Duke. Like I stated before, man, even Mando G and the family, man, they really down right now based on Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. Because he was a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, even Mando G, Duke brother Stacks, they all saying, man, he did not deserve that because he wasn't that type of dude, you know what I'm saying? No matter, again, if he had jewelry on or not, they could have took the jewelry and went on about their way. They did not have to send a man up, you feel me? That's why right along with that, I feel as if we can protect each other better than what we doing out here, especially for the guys that's not in the streets. If they businessmen, watch their back. If they street dudes, they can watch their own back, and that's real talk, man. Because the street dude is not going to be out here creating resources, you know what I'm saying, like Duke the Jeweler is, or someone that's in a position of a Duke the Jeweler. We need more people like that. We need more guys, more women like that, you know what I'm saying? And we need to protect them, and that's real talk, man. If they take a trip out and the whole time they're in a suburban area, not only that, all the guys that they associating with, politicking with, allegedly got money, then come on, man. It's not about the jewelry they had on. It's about other guys that was watching him that he did not know was watching him based on him being a jeweler out of Chicago. You understand? We all know how some people feel when, you know, you're not from their hood. Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.